wala na ba kayong tiwala sa justice system natin? And that's the reason why sinabi nyo, inaantay nyo na lamang po yung ICC to take effect or to take over of the case that was filed in the International Criminal Court.
Sa totoo lang po, talagang nawala na po kami ng tiwala. Kasi po sa tagal na 7 years na hong namatay yung aking mga anak. Hanggang ngayon po wala pa rin kaming hustisyang nakakamit.
Kanina nabanggit mo, Sheena, na yung kapatid mo tinali ba o ano bang ginawa sa kanya?
Nakasubsob po siya sa damuhan sa likod ng isang subdivision sa Angeles, Pampanga. Nakatali po yung kamay ng packaging tape, yung wrist po niya, pati yung paa niya, binte, and naka-packaging tape po. Balot po ng packaging tape.
Naniniwala ka na pulis ang gumawa nun?
Based po sa evidence na nakita ng investigator doon, possible po na link siya sa police.
Asa si Lore Pasco. Yan, ma'am. Kanina po kasi binabanggit niyo po yung mga anak po ninyo. 2 anak niyo po ba yung namatay? And recently also, one was mentioned that 3 namang magkakapatid yung pinatay during the war on drugs, correct? And this incident that happened with your family, will you tell us that, kasi binanggit po ninyo dito kanina, sinabi nyo to that inaantay ko na lamang po yung ICC na mag-take over. Wala na ba kayong tiwala sa justice system natin? And that's the reason why sinabi nyo, inaantay nyo na lamang po yung ICC to take effect or to take over of the case that was filed in the International Criminal Court.
Sa totoo lang po, talagang nawala na po kami ng tiwala. Kasi po sa tagal na 7 years na hong namatay yung aking mga anak. Hanggang ngayon po wala pa rin kaming hustisyang nakakamit. Kaya paano po sasabihin na kumbaga kailan namin makakamit ang hustisya. Kaya nga po kami ay dumulog dito sa inyong committee para po na tulungan po kami para ipurso po yung case namin na finaled sa ICC. Kasama po yung lahat ng mga biktimang tinanggalan po ng karapatang pantao.
So nakakaramdam po kayo ng na you feel that justice will be served if the ICC will take over of this case. Is that what yun po yung gusto niyo po na sabihin sa amin?
Yes po.
Kay Shira Escudero. Taga San Pedro City to, kaya medyo lugar ko to And medyo nagulat lamang ako na yung sang barangay ka sa San Pedro?
Cuyab po.
Sa Cuyab.
And I think you visited Cuyab already po dati. Hindi ko lang po maalala kung anong taon.
Baka nadala ko pa yung patay. Diba? Oo nga Hindi, lagi ako dyan sa Cuyab. But
Hindi, pastor ang father niya.
I nearly cried.
Kong Dan, pastor ang father niyan.
Yeah, I know. And that's the reason why I wanted to ask her, no? Kasi yung patay, nalaman po lang ninyo at nalaman ninyo na naandun pala sa Porac at sa Angeles. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tatapo siyang governor,
So Shira Escudero,
Yes.
we know the feeling, of a person na namatayan tayo. Even my dad, when he died, I cried a lot of times. Even after a year, I was still crying. So much more that your brother
Yes.
ay namatay because you don't know what's the reason why.
Yeah,
Lucky me, I know the reason why my dad passed away. But you, hindi mo alam kung bakit siya pinatay. And that adds more dun sa feeling that you are feeling right now. Di ba? So,
Yes.
would you agree with me na ganun din ang nararamdaman mo katulad kay Ma'am Lore na the reason why you're here because nawawalan ka na rin ng pag-asa sa justice system natin? Huwag naman sana.
Yung experience po namin, even if we know na possible nga na natokhang, kasi yung police na rin yung nagbigay sa amin ng ideya na baka natokhang. Tapos nung panahon na yon, bago pa lang po yung drug war, di ba po? So hindi hindi ko pa fully grasp ano ba talaga yung ginagawa sa tokhang. Tapos, pero di ba maingay na rin po yung kay Kian nun. September po yung kapatid ko. October yung kay Kian. So, at na-reaffirm ako parang na ano po siya sa akin na parang, ayun nga po, na eto pala, nangyayari pala talaga siya. It's really happening. Kasi nangyari po sa amin eh. Pero despite the fact na pakiramdam namin ay may involvement yung police, lumapit pa rin po kami sa San Pedro City Jail. Ano po kami?
Ano nangyari nung lumapit kayo sa San Pedro City Jail?
Naggawa po sila ng report na missing yung kapatid ko. Tapos po, hopping ng iba't ibang police station sa loob ng San Pedro. And plan na rin po namin nun, pumunta na rin po sa mga kalapit pa Cavite, yung parents ko, and plan na rin namin na lumabas pa ng South. Opo.
Is this a part of the written letter that was addressed to the Chief of Police of San Pedro City where the COP refused also to give all the documents? Can you kindly give us that that information? Because
Yes,
I'm
Your Honor.
personally interested on the issue of the San Pedro City. Not because
We will
of
just check it,
not
Your
because it is a part of my district, but because I nearly cried a while ago when I was listening to her. So, Mr. Chair, isa na lang po ang tatanong ko na lang po ay tungkol po
Ano
kay
yun, Kong Dan, no? Gusto ko lang i-pursue yung question mo kanina. Kanina nabanggit mo, Sheena, na yung kapatid mo tinali ba o ano bang ginawa sa kanya?
Nakasubsob po siya sa damuhan sa likod ng isang subdivision sa Angeles, Pampanga. Nakatali po yung kamay ng packaging tape, yung wrist po niya, pati yung paa niya, binte, and naka-packaging tape po. Balot po ng packaging tape. Yung
Naniniwala
ulo
ka
niya.
na pulis ang gumawa nun?
Based po sa evidence na nakita ng investigator doon, possible po na link siya sa police pero napakahirap pa rin po. Yung custody po kasi ng evidence ay hindi namin alam kung na-preserve ba o
Anong taon po yan?
2017 po. Tapos may basyo rin po ng bala na nakuha doon.
Hindi pa kayo ang Director General.
Opo.
Si Senator Bato pa din. Oh, okay.
Yeah, correct, Mr. Chair.
Senator Bato, di ba?
And yung bullet po, yung kalibre po nung bala is 9mm. Ang sabi po ng investigator ay police ang kadalasan na gumagamit ng ganong klaseng barrel. Pero nga po dahil takot yung mga tao na magsalita nung una, may mga nagkukwento kung ano yung nakita nila. Hanggang sa dahil nga takot din po sila na madamay, napakahirap po mag-gather ulit ng evidences. And kami lang rin po yung nagpunta sa iba't ibang lugar, kumausap sa Pampanga, sa San Pedro, naghanap ng iba't ibang CCTV footage na suppose po ay ginagawa sana ng kapulisan. Pero di ba po, kahit na dismayado kami nung mga panahon na yun, sa kanila pa rin kami lumapit. Even nung pagkatapos ilibing nung kapatid ko, sinundo po nila kami sa bahay para kumuha ulit sila ng statement. Nag-submit ako ng lahat ng pwede kong isubmit na information. Nakipag-cooperate po ako, umaasa na matutulungan nila kami, magagawa nila ng paraan. Di ba po, parang maimbestigahan nila. Pero ilang taon na po, wala pa rin nangyari. Yung mga taong involved po, pakalat-kalat lang sa community namin. Link din po sa kabilis.
Hanggang ngayon.
Opo.
Di ba
And
ka na-
link din po
Shira,
sa kapulisan.
Tulad ng concern ni Kong Dan, dahil taga San Pedro ka, ako may concern din ako, pastor ang tatay mo . So,
Yeah.
can we request yung tatay mong pastor ay maimbitahan dito?
I will try to ask po si Papa kasi for them po sobrang traumatizing na nung nangyari. And even si Mama, nahihirapan po siyang magsalita. Pag tinanong siya what happened, nahihirapan siya magkwento. And si Papa, syempre
Is
po,
he still pastoring now?
tumigil po siya ng ilang taon pagkatapos mamatay ng kapatid ko. Tapos bumalik na po siya ulit sa pagpipreach. And weeks ago po, may bininyagan siya. So tuloy-tuloy po yung pagsaserve niya ngayon sa church.
Tell him that Bishop Abante would like to talk to him.
I will tell him po.
Okay.
And your brother is also a church worker.
No po. Teenager po siya noon.
How old is he during
18
that
po
time?
siya. Nung
Ha?
namatay, 18 years old lang po siya. And
Estudyante siya.
ano po, nag-work na po kasi siya dahil nagkaanak po agad siya no, very early.
No
So,
bad record or whatever.
wala po siyang bad record sa barangay and even sa police station.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, magdala na lang ako dito sa isang issue na lang na
Katulad kong Dan nung isang kinausap natin na nadamay lang ha.
Hindi, yun na nga.
Nadamay lang, patay.
And if I may, Mr. Chairman, I wanted also nga sana to ask that victim na kung saan tatlo yung mga namatay na magkakapatid. And those deaths, 3 siblings during the war on drugs. I just wanted to ask sana yung kung nandyan po yun. Nandito po ba yun? Wala. Wala, no? Maganda sana natin makinig sa kanila. But going back to Mr. Manuel Mogato, hindi ako makaget over dun sa I really wanted to find out kung to give us more information on these people na sinasabi that reward system. Kasi first time ko na dinig na tong war on drugs ay merong reward system. So you're trying to tell us or trying to tell this committee that those killings of those people that victimized under the war on drugs were paid.
Iyon po ang sabi sa amin
Ni General.
Na may reward system.
Ni General
Mendoza.
And during the time of General Mendoza, Manuela Mogato,
Opo,
sino ang mga right hand man niya?
kilala eh. Kasi retired na po siya. Nung
makausap mo siya?
Nung makausap namin.
At itong mga kapitan na kausap mo, recently mo lang siya kausap or kasi
Hindi,
baka what I'm trying
during that time,
what I'm trying to
2017.
point out Mr. Manuel Mogato kasi galing ka sa Reuters alam mo medyo pinagkakatiwalaan natin yan so what I'm trying to point out, maybe nagkaroon siya ng change of heart tong kapitan. He might be able to attend this hearing and to reveal something on this issue of the reward system that you are trying to tell us. Kasi kung talagang merong ganong klase ng mga police that is basing their killings on the payment that they are going to receive, kakaunti lang yan. Kung 6,000 tong taong to na pumatay, itong namatay na 6,000 at ang pumatay dito ay 6,000 lamang at meron tayong 220 policemen, abay nadadamay ang lahat ng police. And we have to reveal those people who are bad eggs of the organization because they're bringing down the whole of organization and that is bad for the country. And that's the reason why we wanted. Kaya dapat tapos na ako dito Naisip ko lamang magaling ka, Edgar. Nakikita ko. Can you kindly tell him, make a hero out of him. Invite him in this Congress. Mr. Chairman, may we ask Mr. Mogato kung you have this strength?
Your Honor, yung pong information about the reward system galing po sa retired general, no? Ang basihan po niya ay meron siyang 17 na active duty PNP officers na nagsabi sa kanya. Ngayon, yung 17 officers, hindi po namin kilala dahil hindi naman niya po sa amin pinakilala. At yung kanyang reward system ay nasa report po niya, no? Ang report po niya ay binigay niya sa CBCP nung that time, January
Report na
2017.
binigay. Sino po nagbigay ng report?
Si General po,
Binigay sa?
CBCP.
So, andyan si Father, kasama ba si Noel, si Bro Noel Gatchalian? Sa kanila ba binigay sa CBCP? Kasama ba sila doon?
Ay, hindi, mga bishop po ata yung kausap niya eh.
So, Bishop ang kausap ni General. General, I forgot the name.
Mendoza,
Mendoza. What's the first name?
Rodolfo.
So, Ibinigay dyan sa mga bishop.
Saan po? Saan
At sino,
po, Bishop?
anong pangalan ng bishop na pinagbigyan niya?
Hindi ko po maalala sino ang presidente ng CBCP noon, pero
What year was that? Nung nakausap ko si
2017.
General,
2017.
Can you kindly ask COMSEC? Can we direct the COMSEC to find out who is the president, who is the chairman of the CBCP during that time?
We will find out and we will be calling
And
him.
asking him, or kaya ma-invite po natin para to
January
shed
po,
light on this
January.
issue.
Gusto ko lang malaman kung if the former Director General Albayalde knows about the reward system in the Philippine National Police.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, wala po akong idea doon. I have
Pero
no idea on
binabanggit
that.
din ng quota system eh. Which is actually a reward
In
system,
fairness,
quota system eh.
Yes. In fairness, Mr. Chairman, wala po kaming nakuhang quota when we were the commander.
Pero
Wala
merong
po
quota
kaming
system.
nakuhang instruction specifically, whether it's informal or formal instruction, wala pong ganon, Mr. Chairman. And may I just add po, Mr. Chairman, kung yung pong pinag-uusapan na 6,225 are all unsolved cases, baka pwede po nating matanong siguro also from the DIDM. I'm sure hindi po yung lahat na 6,225 cases na yon are all unsolved. I'm sure there are some that are solved pero meron pong death, no? Pero baka
Huwag itanong
meron pong
natin.
mga na-file na kaso, we can identify the perpetrators actually.
Yes. I think, Mr. Chairman, that is a good suggestion from the former chief PNP, that yung 6,000 alleged victim of EJK, do you have a record? Kasi yung mga academe kanina, you have all the data. Out of the 6,200 ba yan that was victimized, ilan na po dyan yung convicted, ilan yung solved, ilan yung pending?
Wala pa kaming ganong datos pero mayroon kaming porsyento na 66% nung sa record namin ay kagagawa ng pulis.
Yes, oo. And actually, 56%. Nakalagay doon sa ano mo kanina?
66 po.
66%
Ano kagagawa ng
PNP.
police? Pinatay silang lahat? Pinatay?
Yung pagpatay ay nangyari sa course ng operasyon ng pulis.
And
Kong Dan, I would think that Attorney Neri would know about that, no? But more than 6,000 or all of them pinatayan.
Yes, Mr. Chair. That was the report actually of the PNP. In real,
Report ng PNP.
yes, the
So ilan
6,200.
po ang report ng PNP na na-solve?
That was the question. In fact, the question of General Albayalde will be answered by the PNP kasi they reported 6,200, Mr. Chair. They should tell us now to convince us na, it's being investigated. However, Mr. Chair, the moment that the PNP will only say, we believe in human rights, very statistical ang points dito, Mr. Chair. No anecdotal answer from the PNP is required about cleansing, we need the statistics, we need the data. Matakin mo, Mr. Chair, 6,200 from them. Galing sa UP, galing sa numbers, all numbers.
6,200 ang pinatay.
32.
Yun lang gusto ko.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
6,200 ang pinatay.
Pero ang tanong, Mr. Chair, na-imbestigahan ba ito? The PNP should know. If they want to convince us that they did in fact investigate. However, Mr. Chair, in paragraph 86 of the government's appeal to the ICC, kung basahin nyo yung appeal na yon, paragraph 86, the government admitted 52 lang ang naimbestigahan nila. That's why
Hindi na-solve, na-imbestigahan.
Correct, Mr. Chair. Kasi kung 52, kahit pa nga na-solve yung 52, that is still not enough, Mr. Chair.
I would like to ask any incumbent official of the Philippine National Police of the records that is being asked here being said by Attorney Neri.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair,
Yeah, go ahead, Congressman ako.
you stated a while ago that we invited the Chief of the Philippine National Police, and he is not around, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
And therefore, he would have sent somebody. May we know from the different police officers who would be speaking on behalf of the Chief Philippine National Police?
Is there any?
Sino ang representative niya? Kasi para siya ang
Ayan.
magdidirect ng mga kwan.
Hindi, sapagkat kung wala siyang representative, we will be asking him to explain bakit wala siya rito. But the thing is, even if he sends someone to represent him, he must be here. In the next hearing we're going to conduct, we demand that the Director General of the Philippines be here. We will demand that.
Mr.
Chair. Yeah. For the meantime, Mr. Chair, may we request in relation to the question of the Honorable Akop that the representative of the PNP Director General be recognized to possibly answer the question of PNP Chief Albayalde.
Mr. Chair, I asked that question simply because the representative of the Chief PNP would know who would be able to answer the questions propounded by the other resource persons and by the members of this committee. Siya lang dapat ang magsasabi kung sino ang sasagot. Yun ang nun.
Mr. Chair,
So
may
that is
I
why I
clarify-
asked for the
Sorry,
representative of
Congressman
the
Ako.
Chief PNP. I still have the floor,
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, may I be clarified on the query of Congressman Akop? We were
On what? On what?
kasi ang parang question natin sa PNP, how many were solved out of the 6,000 cases? Yun ba yun po ba ang tanong?
No,
Yung tanong.
yun ang tanong. Ngayon, sino ang sasagot dapat? Appropriate na sasagot doon sa PNP officers.
Okay, Mr. Chair. Klaro. Sige.